Hey there, Gail. How you doing? This is Ashley. I'm really excited to be able to make this video for you here today. I'm going to keep it short, sweet, to the point. I, of course, don't want to waste either of our time. So when you are finished watching it, reach out and we can kind of take it from there. So I'm going to start with your current website. I'm going to show you how much business it brings in per month, show you what your website has that's working for you, show you what is lacking as far as some key elements that are missing that affects your ranking in Google's eyes. And I'm going to show you some of your competitors in the area and show you what type of business their websites are bringing in per month and how and why they're doing and making the business that they're bringing in per month to their website, and kind of show you what we're about here at Diamond City Digital and show you what we plan to do to help you out. So to introduce myself a little bit, again, my name is Ashley. The name of our business is Diamond City Digital. We've been in business for a few years now. We have many different clients, from plumbing as yourself to roofing, air quality control, restoration, so on and so forth, all across the United States. So we're very well versed in what we do, and we take pride in doing it because what we do, it works. We do it time and time again, and it always works as long as, you know, that system that we have created is followed, because there is a strategic way to do this and to get more business and to be an authority and so on and so forth. So with that being said, I'm excited to make this video. I'm excited to show you what potential there is for a plumber in the area of Amarillo to grow, because it's that there is so much potential for a plumber to grow in your area, and we don't work with just anybody. So with that said, let's just jump right on in. With your current site, to start, it's all about how user-friendly it is, how easy it is to navigate, and being able to cater to different types of people that are coming to your site. So what that means is when somebody comes to your website, they're not going to want to have to read and scroll and dig just to see what services you offer, let alone what areas you offer them in. So with that said, I don't see any sort of services tab or locations tab. So I would like to see up here in what we call the header, a services tab with a drop-down menu with all of these different services, of course, that you have listed, as well as a locations tab. Now, if you don't service any other area outside of Amarillo, that's fine. We could have a little locations tab that says serving Amarillo, Texas. That way, when somebody comes to your website, they know right from the get-go that you are only serving Amarillo. So they don't have to dig and figure out, oh, are these guys local to me? Where are they servicing? So on and so forth. Now, with the site that you guys have, it's a little confusing because it's not your traditional website. It's almost like you guys are missing a page or a section. This section that you guys have right here is usually like in this section, and then this section is usually down here, so on and so forth. So it's almost like you guys are missing a section up here, so it's a little confusing, which makes it a little harder to navigate. So I know if it's harder for me to navigate, I know for a fact it's harder for a client to navigate your site, which you can lose out on business by having a not so user-friendly website. So the phone number that you have right up here at the start, I love that. I would like to see it to be a click to call button though, because click to calls are great for client conversion, as well as they cater to a specific people or person coming to your site. So some people are coming to your site looking for that click to call phone number to click on it to talk to you on the phone, and that is it. While other people might not want to have to talk on the phone. It might be late, they might be at work, whatever the case may be. So they might much rather fill out a form submit. And as of right now, you do not have that option for them. So that's why I said this section I'd like to see moved down, have a new section up here with, like, you know, how many years you've been in business, how you're very reliable, and so on and so forth, with a form submission option over here. Now, with that said, I do see how you guys have a little bit of content. As I was scrolling through, though, it's not enough to be considered an authority, so you need at least 1,500 to 2,000 words of keyword-rich, authoritative content in order to be considered an authority in the eyes of Google. So with that, if we decided to move forward with each other, we'd go and do competitive keyword research. Based on that, we'd find the keywords we know are going to bring you business, send them out to our content writers, and they then would strategically embed those keywords throughout the content that they are writing. That way, when somebody types that keyword in, you of course get recognition for that. But not only that, so you have enough content on your homepage to be considered an authority and beat out your competition. Now, speaking of your competition, if we come over here, I did a general search in the area, and these guys from the organic section are one of your competitors. I'm sure you've heard of them, but I'm going to show you how to beat these guys. So if we come and look at their site, this is a little bit more of a traditional looking website. You know, they have their click to call phone number right up the start. They have all their services that they're willing to offer, so on and so forth. But if we take a look at their content, they have a little bit more content than you guys. That's one of the reasons they're currently outranking you. But again, it's not enough to be considered an authority. So once we go and we get that content on your homepage that I was just talking about, we'll be beating these guys out as far as content goes, and I'm not worried about that at all. Now, to break down Google for you a little bit, based on the search that I did, the first thing that comes up is the Google Guaranteed. And basically, Google will guarantee the job up to a certain percentage in terms of money. Now, the conversion rate for these are pretty high, and that's great for you because, as I'm sure you're well aware, when somebody's calling you, they're more prone to actually making a purchase. So this section next is the Google My Business section, and this is a very important section to be in as well. This entire first page of Google, if you're not on it, it's a problem because you're not maximizing your traffic to its fullest potential. So some people are coming to Google to strictly come to this section here, and if you're not there, you're obviously missing out on that business. And as you can see, you're currently not listed there. So we want to get you in this area, and how we do that is we need citations, reviews, we need to post on your GMB listing weekly, and there's a lot that goes into this area here, but it's very important because it's a lot of business that you miss out on by not being here. So we'd have to find out all the citations that these guys have themselves listed in, go list you in all those on top of 200 to 300 more. Whatever your competitors had to do, we're going to have to do as well. That way we beat them out. Of course, and then some. So this next section down here is the organic section. It's the last section of Google that I'm going to go over with you. In order to get in this section, we need to beat out your competition in every aspect possible. And it takes having reliable, relevant backlinks in order to get in this section. And as you can see, as I scroll through on this first page and as I start to go through on the second page, you're not there. And I'm not even going to continue to scroll because a client that's looking for a plumber is not going to go to the second page, let alone the third page. If you're not on this first page, again, it's a problem. So in order to get you here, we come over to a paid resource I pay monthly for, and we're looking at your stats. Now the UR is how trustworthy or legit Google looks at your site. This goes all the way up to 100. You're not rated too high, which tells me Google does not look at you as very trustworthy, very legit. That could be for many different reasons. Not having enough content is one of them. Now you guys do have quite a bit of backlinks, which again gets you ranked in this area down here, but this tells me your backlinks are no good because you see this is the rating of them right here. And that is not a very good rating for that many backlinks. Again, this goes all the way up to a 100. And that's why we want the most relevant backlinks, because by not having them, it could hurt you and it could negatively affect your site. You see that you're getting 14 people per month to your website, but it's nowhere near what you could be getting based on your competition in the area, and I'm going to show you that here in a minute. But if we take a look at exactly where that traffic is coming from, from the keywords, you are getting your most traffic off from these keywords right here, which is your own name. That tells me it's kind of word of mouth traffic, people who already know about you. That's great because traffic is traffic, but we want to target the people who don't know about you, who are new to the area, who are looking for a new plumber, so on and so forth. We're looking for buyer intent keywords, they're called. So this right here, plumbing Amarillo, Texas, is a buyer intent keyword. It's an exact service and an exact area and location. Now, 20 people are going in Google and typing that in per month, and none of them are finding you. And that's because you're being found on almost the third page of Google. 1 through 10 is the first page, so on and so forth. You're being found on the third page of Google for that keyword. It's not as simple as having these keywords in your content like I was talking about earlier. We need to add power to those keywords. That way you start gaining positions so you can be found when somebody types in these keywords, so you can get that total search volume as traffic. Now, you have some good buyer intent keywords in here. You're just not getting any traffic from them. And again, it's because you're on the second, third, fourth page of Google for them. Now, if I show you your competitor, we can see they definitely have a more trustworthy site than you. Their backlinks are definitely doing more than you. But look at the traffic they're bringing in per month, Gail. That is a lot of business you guys are missing out on. And this is just one of your competitors, keep in mind. If I were to come here and type in any other services that you offer, even in the same area, let alone a different area, you could have, and you do have, completely different competitors. That's why we need to get you on this first page for all the keywords you want to be found for. That way you have the chance to show up more on Google, and you have the potential to have more people go to your site. More people to your site is more traffic, more business, more money. Now, to show you exactly where they're getting their business from, they're getting their most traffic off from plumbing Amarillo. Over 1,000 people are going to Google and typing that in. There is a lot of volume in your area. 40 people typing plumbers Amarillo, Texas. 20 people, 20, another 20. You can see all the possible search volume for you. You're just not being found for it right now. And a lot of these keywords you have, but unlike them, where they're in the 5th position on the first page, they're getting 4 people from it. You're on like the 27th position, almost the 3rd page, and you're getting no traffic. So that's all I have for you right now. You see what you currently are getting from your website versus what you could be getting. Again, this is one of your competitors. To show you actually one of the websites that we have made, this is what a website should look like. This is a user-friendly, easy to navigate, professionally built, completely catered and customized to the owner, the background of the owner, the background of the business. It's built right from the start. Our websites are built correctly. They are built to rank, and they are built to bring you business. Click to call phone number right from the start, form submission, all the different locations that he's willing to travel to with all the different areas, or all the different services, sorry. All the content in order to 1, beat out his competition, 2, be considered an authority, and 3, fit in these keywords. That way when somebody types these in, our client shows up. And our websites are just beautiful. You know, you do it once, you never have to do it again. You just continue to add to it. Our pictures, meta tags, meta descriptions, all done and saved correctly. All these social media ads that I've created cycle through. We have customer reviews that cycle through, so on and so forth. You kind of get the idea and get the point, I'm sure, at this point. But yeah, reach out. I'd love to talk some more. You see the potential in your area for a plumber to grow. It's really for the taking, and it just takes you wanting to take your business to the next level in order to get you there, because we take care of the rest. So reach out. I look forward to hearing from you, and I hope you enjoy. Bye, Gail.